Lubigi wetland restoration that started in May 2024 has continued amidst the mixed reaction on wetland occupancy and manner of eviction. The restoration, now at 20%, intends to have at least 1,526 acres of the degraded wetland restored in the areas of Nansana, Nabweru, Waise, Usega, and Chengera, among others.
We've been warning and rewarning and rewarning. Some have received restoration orders even more than 3 times. Even now we continue to serve. As I speak, people are being served fresh restoration orders even when they received previous ones.
The over 1,000 illegal occupants of the wetland, mainly homesteads, have so far been evicted since the beginning of the exercise. Among those evicted were also those who claimed to have titles and bona fide occupancy of the wetland. In response, the Executive Director NEMA, Dr Akanwasah Barirega, clarified that the titles that they are referring to ceased to be with the 1995 Land Act and wetland restoration laws.
Previously, there was no law prohibiting usage, but the colonialists would advise you on the title they would put encumbrance. In 1995, the Constitution entrenched protection of wetlands, and in 1998, the Land Act prohibited titling of any wetland, forest reserve, water body, lake shore, river bank. So it had the titles before 1995.
He noted that even with the bona fide occupancy, the usage of this land in question remains subject to regulation in accordance with the law.
A title is means of ownership. Now, when you own land, usage of it is subject to land use planning, physical development planning, and environment planning.
Dr Akanwasah reminded all those seeking litigation that the eviction is in conformity and highly supported by the Land Act and environmental laws and policies.
First of all, the people who have been removed, it's not true that they have been there for 40 years, for 60 years, as they are alleging. This is, again, malicious blackmail. We have satellite images that can show you what was there 10 years ago, what was there 20 years ago, what was there 30 years ago. So I challenge anybody who says he was there 60 years ago or 40 years ago to bring that evidence, and we compare with our evidence. We have evidence that these invasions are recent, they are not 40 years.
He called on all those still occupying wetlands to harmoniously vacate and also cautioned those sharing malicious videos and pictures.
They are in the wetland, but they want to first be pushed. It's not a good idea. We would request kindly the people to remove their property peacefully, to relocate peacefully, so that by the time we reach there, we don't have confrontation. So we've seen malicious posts on social media that you see they are removing you, then tomorrow an investor will come and establish there, tomorrow so and so will come. All of these are malicious posts. We are aware of this blackmail.
It is worth noting that developments in wetland is highly prohibited except a few developments that conform with wetland conservation like fishing, papyrus growing and sport hunting, only upon clearance from government. In his response this week, President Museveni asked all those occupying wetlands to appreciate the magnitude of the problem caused by the destruction of wetlands rather than blaming NEMA over a noble cause.
Don't you have eyes to see a swamp? You yourself. We don't need NEMA. Who doesn't know what a swamp is? Ekshara, if you don't know it, I can tell you in Runyankore.
He asked everyone in the wetland to positively and voluntarily live without being pushed away.
So I think my appeal to the people in the wetlands, please, I don't want the Basarikere to be Bakambwe. They should give time, say, please go and the people go by themselves. And I've seen that some people are willing to go from Nabweru. I saw it on the TV.
Settlement in the wetland is prohibited by the environmental protection laws. With emphasis from NEMA, the restoration exercise will continue uninterrupted across the country. Susan Naonga reporting for ABC TV.